Hello, friends. My name is Tamika Carlton. I am the host of the Real Connect podcast and founder and CEO of Couples Experience. I am super adamant about quality relationships and connecting on a deeper level. And most importantly, I'm very much adamant about networking. So this is the 5 strategies for successful networking. Number 1, I say do something different. Don't follow a script, friends. Like, step out of your comfort zone. Recognize that being bold and asking an unexpected question is going to, yes, catch people off guard, but really position you to be able to connect on a deeper level. So don't do what you've done before. Step out, whether that is going to a new location, whether that's asking a different question that you normally wouldn't ask. And I always like to say, start with a compliment and go from there. All right, number 2, stop overthinking. Please, we are all very much overthinkers, and the truth of the matter is that doesn't do anything for us. That just causes us to go into our brain more and more and more and really talk ourselves out of things. So for me, just walk into whatever room, whether that's a Zoom room or an in-person room, and know that you are enough, okay? Your voice is enough. You don't need to shrink. Whatever you have to say is necessary to be heard. You should be expanding. I remember I was at an event in New York and I was nervous to approach a founder that I really admired. And I went up to them. I was like, I'm going to do it. I went up to them, and instead of perfecting like this elevator pitch, all I said was, I was really impressed by a recent post that you posted on social media. It was great. You said this, this, this. And somehow that conversation or that statement led to a really deep conversation about family, and it was no longer about business. So be bold, ask the question, and stop overthinking. All right, number 3, one of my favorite is ditch the question of what do you do? I am a strong believer that we are not our roles, we are not our titles, we are who we are in the inside, we are our experiences. So think about when you address someone, just as I did with the founder in New York, think about how you can relate to them, right? Ask about their dreams, ask about their experiences, ask about, just think of beyond small talk, because the fact of the matter is that small talk, we do that far too often and we are so tired of it. So no longer ask, what do you do? Get into something else. All right, friends. Number 4, another one of my favorites, do your research. And when I say do your research, I'm talking about whether that's on ChatGPT. We have way too many accessible things. We have Google, we have Instagram, we have LinkedIn, we have books, we have YouTube, we have all of these accessible opportunities to dig into who we may want to talk to or connect with. So dive into who these folks are and what they're doing, what they're speaking on, what they're talking about, read up on them. And when you send a message, for example, I'm all about a good DM. When you send the DM, say something that's more personal, right? Because that is going to be the key for them to connect with you. I do this all the time when I ask for or ask folks to be guests on the podcast. And I'm talking about, sometimes I ask folks that are B-list, C-list celebrities, and I dig into the research and I reach out with a short but very personal message, and not even joking. 8 times out of 10 times, they respond and they say yes, or they say, reach out to this person, or I would love to, let's schedule something now. So do your research. It'll make a difference. All right. Lastly, ta-da. Number 5, listen. So many people listen to respond. We are not in that era of life anymore. We are listening to understand, and we are listening to be able to offer some type of insight back, and recognize that when you listen, sometimes you realize that you may not need to respond. It is just you taking in, right? And then if you respond, maybe you become more inquisitive with a question that is related, not something about you, because far too often folks hear and then they're like, "Oh, this is my opportunity for me to get in something that is related to me." No. Just recently, I had a conversation over dinner with a woman, and she was talking about how she was so burnt out in her career. And instead of me saying, because listen, I'm burnt out too, okay? Every blue moon, I get burnt out too. But instead of me saying, "Oh my gosh, I get it, I am burnt out too, let me tell you what I do," I just said, "How did you get through that? Like, what did you do?" And she went into this more in-depth story, more about what she experienced, what she accomplished, what helped her solve that burnout. And after we left that dinner, she reached out to me and she said, "That was the first time in a long time that someone has really heard and seen me." So friends, 5 strategies for great networking. If you have any questions, if you need more, like I like to say to people, hit me on my hip. Until next time, Tamika Carlton, the Real Connect podcast and Couples Experience. Appreciate you so much. And I think that we are all going to be better networkers